Hello, Ember Snow. How are you today?
Pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I'm sure our fans are going to be very happy.
Anything for the Filipino fans too.
There you go. So, you were first featured on TrikePatrol.com back in April of 2017, which, let me say, was a wonderful and highly favored episode by our fans. I believe this was around the start of your career. Am I correct?
Soon after, I did start in 2017, like February 2017, but I think I didn't shoot until like with you guys until later that year. So soon
Okay, so it was around
after.
the same year or within a couple of
Mm-hmm.
months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure at the time, whoever booked you, it wasn't me. Whoever booked you was pretty
Yeah.
happy when they saw there was a new, cute Filipina in the industry. That's always kind of a, So one of the most common questions when interviewing porn stars are, how did you get into this biz? And if you don't mind me asking, how did you ever get into it? What got you interested in becoming a porn star?
Okay. How I got into the industry is I actually looked for the porn agencies at the time, and I wanted to see which ones were like the top, and so I submitted an application, and then one of them got back to me, and I just hopped into the wagon.
There you go. They
I was
were the
wanting
lucky
to
one.
Yeah, I was wanting to explore my sexuality. I still do, and I thought porn was the safest way to do it.
Yeah, I would highly agree with that. So again, you shot for us back in the summer of 2019, I believe, which if you remember, I was there on set and
Mhm.
I remember I requested because I wasn't really sure if you actually, spoke Tagalog, but because I know I saw a couple like tweets that you had posted that you were speaking some Tagalog, and so I didn't really know if you were actually fluent. But then I asked you to say a couple words just for promo, and all of a
Uh-huh.
sudden you just went at it with the Tagalog words like straight, fluent, pure Tagalog, and I'm like, wow, like even in the Philippines, I never heard chicks, getting fucked and speaking that much Tagalog. So that was really cool. Um,
Really?
oh yeah, like you were. I guess when I asked you to speak Tagalog, you probably thought I meant like straight Tagalog, like no, not Taglish, no English. So, but that was pretty cool.
Yeah. What was the question though?
Oh, getting to that. Now, were you born and raised in the PI?
No, I was not. I was actually born in Saudi Arabia and partially raised in Saudi Arabia. And then I moved shortly into the Philippines, but I didn't really get to live in the Philippines. It's like Saudi, Philippines, and then almost all my life now is like here in the United States. And if you listen very carefully, you can kind of hear a little accent from
Uh-huh.
my voice. You can kind of hear it. It's not like I'm fully Americanized.
No, but you mean you do really well when you speak Tagalog, and I was really impressed. I remember we were talking Tagalog back and forth the whole day on set. It was pretty cool to meet a model like yourself that was speaking Tagalog. A lot of fun that day. And I
Just to
remember,
connect, yeah. Just
yeah.
to connect again with
Now,
someone.
do you remember that shoot with we were with Connor and one of our friends? Do you recall it at all?
I do. I don't remember the details. Like I don't remember what we. I know I wore some kind of costume.
Yeah, yeah, that was for my buddy. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I can't recall it, the character, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, you did some cosplay solo, and so I made some sinigang, if you remember,
Yeah, I
and
do.
and all of a
The
sudden our
rice.
buddy requested that solo from you, and the rice wasn't cooked yet, and so he had you eat the sinigang, and I remember watching you and you're eating it, and I can see you're enjoying it, but I could tell it's sour as hell, and you go for the water, and I'm like, she needed that.
You see, I don't remember how sour it was, but I mean, sinigang is supposed to be sour to
Sour,
begin
yeah.
with. Yeah, that's what makes that dish unique. It's because it's sour. For those of you who don't know what sinigang is, it's basically a dish. What would you call it? It's not even like, it's almost like a soup, but not really, because you can pair it with a side of rice. But then again, we're Filipinos, so we eat almost anything with rice. And you can add either pork or chicken with, I don't know what the vegetables are. I know how to say it in Tagalog, sitaw.
Ikaw,
There's
long
some onion.
Chinese beans. I think is
Yes,
the yeah.
yes. There we go. Long Chinese beans and what is it? Radish? The white?
Daikon.
Is it?
I think it is daikon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, I think that's oh, and eggplants.
There you go.
So it's like one of the most common dishes in the Philippines next to what, nilaga, I would say.
Adobo.
And
Everybody knows
adobo.
adobo.
Oh yeah. Everybody knows adobo, everybody knows pancit, everybody knows lumpia.
Yep, exactly. Those are the dishes that everyone knows about. Now, do you know how to make any of those?
No.
No, you just know how to eat it, right?
Yeah, I do. I know how to eat it, and when I eat it, I'm just like, this has too much sour, and this has this has too much oil, and
Do you have
that's
any
all I know.
favorites?
Yeah, I my favorite is kare kare.
Kare kare. I wish I would have made that on set, but I don't know how our buddy and Connor would have reacted to that kind of dish. They would have probably
Hey,
questioned what it was.
it's not dinuguan, and
Yeah, that would,
yeah,
we can
imagine
lie
if
to
you
them,
brought
say it's
that.
chocolate meat.
Yeah, we say chocolate, but if you guys look it up, you're gonna find some surprising things. It's almost as a lot of people act repulsively towards balut.
Oh yeah.
Yes, some people may find dinuguan repulsive.
It's funny that you brought up balut because that's a very highly discussed Filipino item or food product here on the podcast. When I speak to a
Oh,
lot of the other,
really?
oh yeah, that's just the one thing that everybody likes to discuss and bring up because it's something that's really nasty. I'm not gonna eat it. I don't. Would you? Have you had balut?
I have had balut. It's been so long. I think I was a kid the last time I had it, and I don't even remember eating the whole thing. I was. This is gonna sound so gross. If you know what balut is, but I like cracking it and just slurping
Yep.
the liquid. That's it. It's good when it's like warm.
It has to
It
be warm. Yeah, you don't want to have
has
that
to be
cold.
warm. No, fuck no. You need it fresh.
Now, would you mind sharing with our fans that don't know what balut is?
Okay, balut is it's a chick egg. It's basically an embryo of a chicken just in this egg, and maybe it's cooked, maybe it's not, half may not be. So
You never know, so
you
it's kind of
never
a
know.
gamble.
Yeah, so if you start chewing on something and you hear a crunch, well, that's the little chick's
Little bone.
bone. Yeah, or if you start tasting something hairy.
It's part of the experience. It's for sure going to be a different kind of experience. So,
It
but they
is.
say it has its benefits for the men.
Oh,
So
does it?
oh yeah. So when
It is a protein, so I mean,
yeah, when you can't find the blue pill, and you see balut, go for the balut.
yeah,
Highly
what
recommend.
do you want, right? I mean, you desperate times calls for desperate measures. If there's a
There you
bullet
go.
there, you just grab the bullet.
There you go. Now, it's being Filipina. Do you feel like it's kind of created a very successful career for yourself just being Filipina?
I mean, I want to say that everybody has their own journey into their own career, and it has its own advantages and disadvantages, but
Uh-huh.
race should never be an issue. I'm just saying that basically an individual has their own journey into the industry.
There you go. And when it comes to performance, you're right up there because you're one hell of a performer, and all of our fans, have noticed that, and that's why we brought you back for the second time. So
Oh, thank you.
yeah, but it did help that you were Filipino. That could be a little bit of the reason why we booked you, right? We are TrikePatrol.com, but
When are you guys gonna have a trike?
it's funny. I saw on Facebook about a year ago, and actually I contacted the person. There was a post of a guy driving a tricycle or a trike on the Golden Gate Bridge out here in the States.
Interesting.
Yeah, look it up. I'm pretty sure you'll find it. And it's funny because I knew that there's going to be a couple maniacs or sex addicts that were going to say Trike Patrol. And I looked in the comments of 1,000 comments. There was like 3, 4, 5 people that said Trike Patrol. Of course, they say Trike, they say Trike Patrol. But he never replied to my email because I really wanted to rent out his trike to get
Yeah,
that would
right?
be pretty cool, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, again, you guys are called Trike Patrol for a reason, so.
Yeah, we kind of, when it comes to U.S. shoots, we're lacking a little bit, but we find ways to work it out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody would understand what trike is.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like with your second shoot when usually in the Philippines when a chick needs a ride, we get her, give her a ride in the trike. But I think Connor he offered you a ride in his car, so I mean there was a good alternative there.
Yes, for this case, it's like Uber or
Yeah,
Lyft.
there you go.
In
And
the Philippines, it's trike
yep, there
without
you
the app
go.
that I know of. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been to the Philippines.
Now, when it comes to Filipinas, you for sure have made a name for yourself, and you are for sure amongst the top Filipinas, porn stars currently and of all time. So I just want to say I adore your work and congratulations on creating just such a successful career. You're doing really good, and everyone enjoys your content, and you bring a lot of good energy to what you shoot, and
Thank you.
all our fans have been loving you. You're getting a lot of good feedback and a lot of so many views at the
Oh,
website. So
thank you, guys.
so
Thank
we're really
you.
happy that you're here on the podcast. I'm excited to publish this and have all the fans, watch it.
Bummer for you guys.
And it's pretty interesting too that the Philippines, as we know, is a really small country, but when it comes to like the adult industry and any industry, there's been so many Filipinos and Filipinas that have made it big. So when it comes to
Hmm.
porn, I'm talking to one right now, which is pretty cool, and just in a lot of industries I've seen, like the dude from Journey, so we're doing well representing.
I'm trying. I'm trying to show the world that we exist. Maybe a small country, but we exist
But we are everywhere.
everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we sure
we
are.
are everywhere. It's because one of the things about Filipinos is they not just about. If there's one word that I really have to choose when it comes to describing Filipinos, it's being hospitable.
Yeah.
But we're also very diligent. We would try and work as hard as we can.
Yep, and that's one thing about Filipinos, as we know, there's the OFWs, the overseas Filipino workers, and they'll go anywhere and everywhere. I have friends, classmates back in the days that have gone to Japan to
Yeah.
work in the entertainment business as Japayukis, as they call it. Just all over China, Singapore, and Hong Kong. So anywhere there's work. So hopefully one
Yeah.
day, the Philippines will boost up in the their economy, and they don't have to leave the country, right?
Yeah, I know. Someday. Someday.
So it seems like also like almost every talent agency here in the States has at least one Filipina, right?
I'm trying to think. Almost. Almost. Let's just say.
And
Like
there's
nowadays.
I haven't really seen too many new talents recently. It seems like there's a drought in new Filipina talent.
Name some that you know, and then I'll see if I can fill you in.
Name some Filipino models.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're active right
I already
now.
have the list, so I have to pull it up in the file somewhere. But I think we pretty much I think we shot everyone. I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you've done a lot of research already. But yeah, it seems like almost every agency has a Filipina. Almost.
Yeah, and it's like you compare the Philippines, like we were just talking about the size of the Philippines, and compare it to like some South American country with the
Mm.
higher population. I mean, you don't see models of that country, all over in the industry. So again, it's probably like you mentioned that Filipinos are really hard workers, and um, when it
We're
comes
all
to
over.
yeah, and when it comes to Filipinas, when I've interviewed a lot of the male talents here for the podcast, they all said that just Filipinos are real sexual and just really horny chicks. So again, you guys as you girls, ladies as Filipina porn stars are really making a great name for the Philippines. So thank you.
Hard workers.
Probably
Hard
why a
workers.
lot of the Americans love Filipinas. You guys are setting a good example of what Filipinas are and should be, right?
Exactly. The thing about us too is somebody commented about describing Filipinos. It's like we're a combination of Asian and Spanish,
Oh, that's
Spanish
exactly,
or
yeah.
Latin. Yeah, we're like a mix. That's why we're so exotic. It's a mixture of those two worlds instead of just Asian.
Oh yeah. Like you'll see like in the Philippines you'll see people that look sometimes Indian, sometimes
Hmm.
straight Chinese, Japanese, and of
Yeah.
course, as we know, not to get into the history of the Philippines because I never really listened in school, so I couldn't really give you real good details, but I know the Philippines was controlled by the Spanish, right, for like 400 years. That's why
Spaniards.
a lot of last names are going to be pretty much Spanish.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, exactly. And that's also why some of our words are similar to Spanish. It's because the Spaniards tried to take over.
they tried, and they
They
did for a little
tried.
bit, but
Yeah.
Filipinos they for sure fought back, feisty, So,
They had some help.
oh yeah, for
They
sure.
had some help, which is good.
So, what projects have you been working on recently, and any upcoming projects you want to share with our fans?
I've been really focusing on a lot of clips for OnlyFans,
Uh huh.
and I mean, after I release it on OnlyFans for X amount of time, I eventually release it on many vids and all the other clip stores. But those are the main things. You can kind of see OnlyFans as like a streaming service of what I'm up to. If you want to first access, or even if we can chat something similar to this, because from time to time I would do, not from time to time, I would try to do at least 2 live shows a month. So if you guys want all those benefits, go to OnlyFans. It is onlyfans.com/Ember Snow. And if you just want individual clips, then just wait for the new releases on ManyVids. That, and I'm going to be feature dancing a lot. I don't know when you're going to be releasing this, but next Friday, April 29th, I'm actually going to be feature dancing in Chicago in this club called Heavenly Bodies, and because it's during Exotica.
Uh huh.
And then the week after that is the weekend after that is going to be I'm going to be at Expose in
Yeah.
San Diego.
Uh,
Yeah, in San Diego. And the weekend after that, I'm going to be in Deja Vu, Ontario. So lots of feature dancing gigs uh this this next few weeks. It's gonna be crazy. So that's what I'm going to be mostly up to for the next few weeks, but the rest of the year, I'm also going to be continuing to the other exoticas, and who knows, I may be feature dancing in other clubs too.
there you go. It sounds like you got a pretty busy schedule. Um,
It's
so
crazy.
for all our fans that are listening, hopefully you guys took the notes and you guys can check out the Ember Snow.
Yeah, go to either Twitter, my Twitter, it's Ember Snow XXX, and my Instagram is Ember number 4 ever. So I would be putting those ads in case you guys need a reference.
Oh yeah, well, I'll for sure retweet that, and I'll put out a tweet probably tonight, or let everyone know that the beautiful Ember Snow was here on the Trike Patrol podcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's been a while since I've heard from you guys, and I'm glad you guys are still up and running.
Yeah, it's been a blessing. Are there any other links you might want to share while we're here?
Let me see, just in case.
Make sure our fans, get to where they gotta go on the webs to see you.
That that is pretty much it. Go to OnlyFans. I do have a Sext Panther. Have you guys even heard of that? If you guys are more into like connecting with someone via phone, well, Text Panther is the way. And then, like I said, many vids is more of like um if you just want to buy individual clips. And then I am getting my website built or rebuilt as we speak. So hopefully it's going to be done before the end of this year. It's going to be embersnow.com. So if you want to take a peek, go ahead. But as of right now, it is going to be rebuilt.
There you go. We look forward to it, and I'm pretty sure our fans will be heading there to check it out.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
well, y'all heard it, TB fans. Thank you so much to Ember Snow and to OC Modeling for helping getting this set up. And again, maraming salamat sa iyo, Ember Snow.
Salamat rin.
All right, take care.
Take care.